Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Alexandre back with you. This week I'd like to discuss about the PenFriend. Many of you are using this unit to label daily life product like medication or kitchen product, but do you know that you can do much more with this unit, like listen to music or books, and that is really important to back up data inside your PenFriend. In case you lose the unit or it is broken, you'll not be able to recover data on another one. So I'll show you how to do this week. Enjoy! Many of you has probably used the PenFriend in the past, and probably that a lot of people are using it right now. The PenFriend is a pen that can be used to put some label on stuff or different kind of product. These labels are a kind of code that the PenFriend can read, and you can record your own memo attached to each label you'd like. And you're using the PenFriend as the simplest way you can use it. But do you know that it is possible with the PenFriend to put some MP3 files in it, or simply to back up your label in case of a crash of the PenFriend, in case you lose it, and whatever the situation. But yes, you can perform some various advanced tasks with the PenFriend, and I'd like to cover them with you today, because especially for the backup, because if you lose the pen or the pen is broken, you'll be unable to recover what you've recorded on your label, because be aware of that. The recording is not integrated in the label, but inside the pen itself. So if you need to change it or to use another PenFriend, you can be unable to retrieve what you've put on your label. Before doing any kind of thing, I would like to give you, first of all, a short description and a reminder of basic functionalities of the pen. So if you're holding the pen with the larger part on the top and the button facing you, the first button on the top is the power button. Just under this one, you'll find the volume button. This is a double function button, volume up and volume down. Just under that, you'll find the mode button. We'll talk about this one a bit later. And finally, just under this one, the record button. So, in total, 4 different buttons. On the left side of the PenFriend, you'll find a rubber piece. Under this piece, you'll find 3 connectors. From top to bottom, you'll find a 3.5mm jack that can be used to connect an external microphone. Just under this one, a mini USB port that will be used to communicate with a computer. And finally, another 3.5mm jack, which is the headphone jack. So, before anything, I'll go ahead and turn on the PenFriend by pressing and holding the power. We should hear a beep sound in a couple of seconds. There we go. And right now, I have a label stick on something. So I'll place the PenFriend on it.
Caramel chocolate bar.
And now it's reading the recording. So if, let's say that this label is empty, or if I'd like to replace what I've just recorded on this label, I'll go ahead and press the record button, touch the sticker. Now I'm ready to record. So new label name right here. And when I'm done, I can release the record button. And now if I touch again the label.
Now I'm ready to record. So new label name right here, and when I'm done, I can release the record button.
Here we go. Let's now talk about the mode button, which is not especially solicited by a lot of you. This mode button, if I press and hold it a first time, we should hear 2 beeps. There we go. And this mode is specially designed to read documentation from the RNIB. We don't have a lot of things regarding this in Canada, so maybe we can skip it. I'll press it again. 3 beeps. And now you'll see that you'll be able to hear some music playing. And why? It is because I've put some MP3 songs inside the pen. So now, the power button, if I just press it, it's gonna be play pause. If I press it again without holding, same thing, so play. Now, the volume button has 2 different functions. If I'm just pressing it without holding, up for volume up, and down for volume down. And then, if I go ahead and press and hold the volume up, I'll go to next track. There we go. This is the next track. If I want to go to the next track again, I'll need to press and hold the volume up button again. And it's playing right now. So this is it for previous and next track. For sure, if I want to go to the previous track, I'll need to press and hold the volume down. Let's do it together. That was the previous track. Pressing the play pause button, and this is it. So, if you would like to listen to music, you can use the PenFriend to do so. Or let's say that you've downloaded a book from the cellular library or any kind of book in MP3 format, you'll have the possibility to copy a book inside the PenFriend and then have the possibility to read it on the road, because you can either plug some headset or the PenFriend integrate also a speaker. So now that we are done checking the PenFriend by itself, I'll turn it off by pressing and holding the power. That's the sound that confirms that the PenFriend is now off. Now, let's talk about the most important part of this podcast, the backup. To do a backup, you'll need a computer and you'll need to connect the PenFriend to the computer using a mini USB cable. A cable is also supplied with the PenFriend itself. I'm right now in front of a Windows 10 computer running just 2018, and I'll connect the PenFriend right now to the computer. There's no software to install previous to this operation. The PenFriend was now detected
notification from
by the
autoplay.
computer.
PenFriend left paren D : right paren. Select to choose what happens with removable.
All right, and now we are hearing the autoplay dialog, the autoplay notification that is asking me what I'd like to do with the PenFriend unit. So I'll go to the desktop.
Windows D, folder view, list view, JAWS 2018.
And I'll open my Windows Explorer, Windows E, to go on this PC screen.
PC, items view list.
If you're on quick access, you can select this PC by pressing Shift Tab and pressing letter D, Enter, and then Tab to select this PC. But if you followed what we've suggested in our previous podcast about Windows 10 configuration, you'll be all set with Windows E. By the way, if you're having a Mac computer, it should work also using the Finder. Now that I'm in this PC, I have a new unit that was detected by the computer, and it is called PenFriend. So let's type P to locate it.
P, pictures, P, devices and drives expanded. PenFriend left paren D : right paren. USB drive 3.68 GB.
Here it is. So now I can press Enter to open the pen.
Enter, shell folder view, items view list box read only. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Items view multi-select list box, not selected at 4, 2012-03-3011-24 AM file folder, 1 of 3.
And then we now have 3 items available. I'll press down arrow.
MP3, rec.
So the second item is MP3 and the third one is rec. By the way, the first item is called
App4.
AP4, and this folder contains information that you must keep alive, and please don't try to delete it or to move it away. This is, I think, system files, and you need to keep them in place. So
MP3.
let's go in MP3.
Enter shell folder view.
You'll
Items
see
view
that
list box read only. To move to an item, press the 02 01 Beethoven-best of Beethoven.mp3.
this is the MP3 I've put on the pen. So here they are, and usually the pen should read them in the alphabetical order. So if you want to put some music and have it played to you in a specific order, be sure to respect the alphabetic order. Now I'll press backspace.
Shell folder view. Items view list box read only. To move to a rec.
And here's the rec folder. So let's have a look to it.
Enter shell folder view. Items
Just
view
to show you.
multi-select list box. Not selected rec 28672. 2012 PenFriend French.ap. Rec 28000. Enter shell folder. Rec 31. Rec 31000. Rec 30,720.
And
Enter.
this is
Rec
all
30,720.
numbers.
Items view. Rec 30,912. Rec 30,912. Enter. Shell folder. Rec 30,913.wav.
So it is a mix of files, WAV files, and folders named with number. So you don't need to care about this. And I'll show you how to back up all your records. So let's
Shell
pressing
folder view.
backspace,
Shell folder
and
view.
I'll be
Items
right back
view
to
list box
the
read
rec
only. To
folder.
move to an shell
Again.
folder view. Items view list box read only. To move MP3 rec.
There we go. And if you just want to back up your stuff, you can grab the rec folder by pressing Ctrl-C.
Copy selection to clipboard.
And from there, I'll suggest you to go back to your desktop.
Windows D. Folder view list view.
Then
JAWS 2018.
open your username.
User.
In my case, here the account is named just user, but you can see your full name on your home computer. If you're not seeing it, you can also use the start menu and open your document folder from there. So I'll click
Enter.
my name.
User. Items view
Then
desktop. D.
I'll find
Documents.
my
Enter.
document
Documents.
folder.
Items view list
And
box read only.
right here, I'll suggest you to create a folder that will contain your PenFriend backup. So I'll press Ctrl-Shift-N.
Control-Shift-N. Edit. Edit. New folder. Type in
And
tab
I'll
P.
name it PenFriend.
ENFRIEND.
You can also add some additional indication or the date. I'll press Enter.
Enter. Items view multi-select list box. PenFriend.
Then enter again to
PenFriend.
open the folder.
Items view list.
And finally, Ctrl-V to paste the rec folder that we've copied before.
Pasted from clipboard.
It should take
44% complete.
a couple of
95
seconds,
items from
depending
left parendi colon
how
right
many
parental PenFriend
stickers you have
3%
recorded
complete. Pause
with
the
your
operation
PenFriend.
checkbox not checked. To check, press spacebar. Not checked, unavailable. Items view multi-select
Here
list box.
we
Rec.
go.
2008.
So now the rec folder was backup. You can also perform the same thing with the MP3 folder. And if you want to push back the rec folder in a new PenFriend or want to roll back to a previous backup, you can do so by going into your document, by opening the folder that contains your PenFriend backup, then grab the rec folder and copy it back into your PenFriend by going into the Windows Explorer, this PC, selecting PenFriend and pressing Ctrl-V. Be aware that you should perform regular backups, because if you have record some stickers after a backup, and if you lose your PenFriend, you broke it, whatever, you won't be able to recover stickers that were recorded after the backup. And now that we are done, I'll suggest you that we close the folder that we are viewing by pressing Alt F4.
Alt F4, desktop, folder view list.
Pressing Alt Tab to come back to the PenFriend.
Items view.
Then I'll press backspace.
This PC. Devices and drives expanded. PenFriend left.
I'm still on PenFriend. I'll press the application key or Shift F10. If you don't have the application, then I'll go down and select the eject.
Include pin format eject. Eject.
Clicking it.
Leaving menus. This PC. Items view multi-select list box. Devices and drives expanded.
And now
USB drive
we'll be ready
gigabytes, 3.56
to
gigabytes,
disconnect the PenFriend from the computer.
Devices and drives expanded.
This is done. And for those who'd like to know what is the capacity of storage of the PenFriend for music or label, the answer is that the PenFriend can handle up to 4 gigs of storage. So this is not a big storage capacity, but the size of a small SD card. And it can be useful to have to put a couple of MP3s or to record a lot of labels. So I think this is it for our podcast today. Hope you've got the information you'd like to know about the PenFriend. If you need some additional information, please let us know. We are available at any time for private training, or either if you want to organize a small group. It's going to be a pleasure for us to assist you with that. Usually trainings are around $30 per hour. So if you need some assistance, you want trainings, even for beginners, don't hesitate to give us a call or send us an email. You'll find all our contact detail at the end of this episode. This was Alexandre Bellemare for Canadialog. Thanks for listening. Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwitness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.